Everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Calviz, and this is my pal Ambrosia. How's it going, Ambrosia?
Good. How are you? Sorry for my voice. My student says it sounds like I'm going through puberty, and then I looked like right now, and I forgot I had a blanket on, and it looks like that I have like a snuggie.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I didn't even see that till just now.
I know. Well, like our basement is so cold,
Oh,
and
fun.
yeah. So I was like, oh shoot, I'm cold, and yeah. So I'm just
Yeah,
me and my
man.
snuggie today.
That stinks. You lost your voice because you were going absolutely crazy for this episode because it's so good, right?
Obviously,
That's the reason why
I
you
was
lost
like
your voice.
pumping everyone up for it this
Right?
past week.
Yeah. There you go, Ambrose. I'm so sorry that you lost your voice, and I'm sorry that I'm making you do this. But
Oh my gosh,
everybody
stop.
wants, everybody wants to hear how cool you are. So, Ambrosia, let's talk a little bit about what happened since the last time we talked. You get to watch anything or do anything cool
Um,
since last
so
week?
in terms of like doing stuff cool, I go to the comic book store, and that's my that's as
Sweet.
far as the house I leave. And go to school, and that's it.
I
I've
think
been watching.
that's super fun to me.
I know, like I'm not complaining at all. Like since COVID hit, I've turned into such a homebody. Like
Oh, I think yeah.
all I want to do, I don't. I mean, COVID is still kind of at a high. It is at a high.
Yeah.
And I just have no desire to go out. I just want to read comic books and build Legos. That's it. Um,
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I want to read comic books, and I wish I can. I wish I was really good and fast at building Legos, though,
oh,
Ambrosia.
I wish I don't want to be fast because then like you could take your time and enjoy
Yeah,
it because then I don't know. Yeah,
you can just
um
enjoy it.
yes, yeah. But yeah, so I have been watching I'm currently watching
Uh-huh.
what is it called? We're All Dead on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
It's I only heard of it because it was like the number two of like what's streaming currently. Like, I think let me double check.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, and
That's
I've heard a
interesting.
couple people talk about it. Oh yeah, All of Us Are Dead, and it's currently like number two on like the top 10 in the US, and it's
Whoa.
like a foreign movie uh with zombies.
Oh, is it the I think I seen that one. I bet they are like, are they trapped in like a school?
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't see it, but I saw that. I saw that there was previews for it, and I was like, "Yes, I'm all about this. Let's do
Yes.
it."
Yeah.
Is it good?
I it's I don't know. I'm hooked. I'm hooked.
That's a
It's
no.
there are definitely some like plot holes, and it could just be like I'm like right in the middle. Which there are some like that's like the middle sometimes have plot holes.
Uh-huh.
Um, so you should check it out and let me know what you think.
I'll
Um,
check it out. I'll check it out.
One girl's kind of annoying me because all the boys that she liked died, and or like she thinks that they're all dead. And
Oh,
she's like, I don't want to move on because everyone that I like is dead. There's like no one to like. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
oh my god.
stop. Like literally, like everyone is dying. Can you like,
Well, I saw the trailer that like when I'm flipping through stuff, and then you know how sometimes it randomly just plays, and that
yeah,
that trailer played, and I said, "Ooh," and my wife was like, "No, change it, change it, change it."
that's
So,
so funny. I
well, you
met.
know, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So this little boy that I met today, like he's a sixth grader. He had to come in because I have to do some testing with him. And so like I try to like connect with kids, and he's like, I really like your classroom. And I was like, yeah, do you like Star Wars? He's like, no, I just like it though. And so I was like, well, what kind of stuff are you into? And he was telling me about
Okay.
like anime and manga, and that's like very out of my realm. And he
Sure.
was like, you should check out Cowboy Bebop. And I was like, "Oh, like, I've been meaning to." But he was like, "Do you like gore?" And like our school psychologist was standing right there, and I was like, "Don't tell anyone." But yes. And he's like,
Yes.
"Okay, good. I have to tell you about this one." And then what is it? Tokyo Ghoul? And, like,
Oh,
he's, like,
okay.
trying to, like, explain it, and, like, he's like, "Yeah," and then the demon comes out, and, like, the school psychologist is, like, looking at us like we are crazy, and I was like, "It's fine, I promise, it's fine."
That's hilarious, man. The things that he said, "Oh, we got Derby Gaby says hello there and says, "Oh no." Yeah, that's kind of funny. I'm sorry, Ambrosia, that you can't talk about your geekiness at school as you want.
No, because people really think I'm crazy. Um, like, one time I had, like, this student who was like, "Oh, yeah, the teachers think, like, they're really concerned about me because of, like, a comic book I was reading," and because like, she was reading something on Webtoons, and it was,
Huh?
like, something to do with, like, a girl getting stabbed, and I was like, "It's about, like, time and place," because, like, here I am, like, reading, like, Something's Killing the Children and, like, Stabbity Bunny
Mhm.
and, like, Swamp Dogs, and I was
Yeah.
like, if any of the teachers saw what I read,
Oh, I
they
know.
probably, like, would have, like, this crazy stigma. So, it's like, "You just can't read it at school, okay? Just
They're
don't
like,
talk about it."
you don't want that teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got JD the I always mess up his name. JD Smith, the digi artist. There we go.
Oh, yeah,
He
I
says, "What
remember
up?"
didn't you call him a guitarist?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we had the whole thing last time. But how's it going? Thank you for hanging out with us. Ambrosia, it's time for our first little segment here. We're gonna be talking about what is on your watch list because I got one, and
Ooh.
we were when I was talking about it. We'll move into our segment here really quick, and let me play our transition really fast, and then we'll get into that conversation. All right, this is the part of the episode where we talk about what's on your watch list, whether it is what's something you are watching or it has left and you are sad about it. We are going to talk about it right here.
Oh.
Ambrosia, guess what?
What?
So when me and my wife were flipping through channels and I was going through and I saw that trailer for the movie you just talked about or the TV show you talked about, my wife said, "No, no, no, change it." And guess what we had to do? We turned around and we watched Pam and Tommy. I don't know if you saw this. Have
Oh,
you seen this one?
no, what's that?
What's
Wait,
going on
wait.
next issue?
Oh,
How's it going?
hi, friend. Is that with Pamela Anderson and,
Yeah, Pam
um
and Tommy, Pamela Anderson and yes, Tommy. So
I didn't know
it's
this was a thing. I use my
yeah,
inferences.
so it's like a max. Not, I almost said maxi series, a mini series, and it had Sebastian Stan, who is the Winter Soldier, plays Tommy, and it's freaking
Oh.
hilarious. I gotta tell you though, beware, just be very, very, very careful when you watch it. Episode 2, that's all I'm gonna say, is me and my wife sat here and we laughed hysterically in the middle of the night, probably waking up the kids because of episode 2. And it sounds like it's it sounds like JD Smith, the digi artist, knows what we're
Is
talking about here.
is that the Dirty movie?
Yeah,
Is that
it's the
their
dirty.
homemade
Hey, look
film?
it. There's my wife, Elizabeth. How's it
Hi,
going? She's talking about.
Elizabeth.
Yes, we were talking about. We were dying. Just say. I mean, okay. Let's just say, when you talk about what the heck is his last name? Tommy. He's got an appendage, someone or a part of a body part that has been known to be as large as a baby arm.
Stop.
So there's. Let's just say.
Oh, wait, like, apparently do they show you it?
Oh yes, and a whole lot more. And
Are you
there's like
serious?
there's a whole scene that goes on way too long. It's so bad.
Oh my god. Is it I just know him as Tommy Lee. Is there, like,
It's Tommy
is
Lee.
is
Yeah,
that his
Tommy
full
Lee.
name? Is that his
Yeah,
real name?
yeah, Tommy Lee. So we got Kevin. He says he drives a boat with it. Oh my gosh. And then we got Chuck's raw reviews. I really hope that you are okay. I'm gonna read your comment before I post it up on for everybody. Um, Disenchantment on Netflix. Okay. Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
I saw that too.
he said, speaking of things to watch, Disenchantment on Netflix is amazing. Season 4 just dropped and it seems to be falling under everyone's radar. You know what? That one does I that one feels like it kind of went over my head and I haven't heard about that one. That's a good one. I'm gonna drop that one. I wish I had a pen and paper. Elizabeth, write it down, please. No, just
Elizabeth, write it down.
but Disenchantment,
Disenchantment.
that's cool. Hey, Chuck Raw Reviews, can you please like maybe drop a quick little log line of the show? Maybe see what everybody else thinks. Um, Elizabeth says, I mean, let's say it it looked at me. Yeah, it did. It did.
Oh my god.
There is a
That's
scene. There's a moment where it looks it's
oh
oh
my
you
god.
and if anything, just if you if you want to watch Pam and Tommy, watch it for the laughs. But it's good. You got Seth Rogen's in this and
Oh
it's
my gosh.
freaking awesome. He plays the guy who found this I'm gonna quote unquote found the sex tape and profited from it. But but the thing is, I don't know where you were, Ambrosia, when you heard about this story back in the 90s and all that, or whenever I think
I
it
don't
was
think I ever
I don't know.
even heard of the
I don't think it
story.
was in
I
the
was
90s,
too little. My parents were like,
2000s.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, so when I heard about this, it was I heard about this and I heard that the guy was just some sleazy dirtbag dude. And I guess he is kind of a sleazy dirtbag. But yeah, but he's a like a washed up porn star, as sleazy dirtbag from like the 80s, and capitalized on what the show portrays to be two people in love. So I don't know.
Y- yeah, we'll go with that. Well, it's okay. Uh, this
Yeah,
week, Jack Butt. I don't know if your kids are watching, so I don't want to
they probably
say it.
are.
But Jack Butt came out.
Oh yeah.
And my husband was like, "Hey, we're gonna go see a movie. Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yes." And then I was like, "Wait, what movie?" And then he told me, and I was like, "Oh."
Oh, they're still
I
doing
think
that?
after, yeah. And I was like, I think I'm stuck at work. I'm gonna get caught up.
Listen, and I hope Elizabeth plugs my kids' ears if they're listening out loud. But listen, when the guys back in the day were doing the jackass stuff, I sat there and I was just like, oh my gosh, these guys are stupid. I'm not gonna watch this crap. And guess what? We had a friend who brought that stuff over all the time.
Mm.
So through osmosis, through having him in our lives, I've seen every single one of those movies and every single one of those TV shows and stuff when they had it out. And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, who couldn't get away from it? And yes, it was funny and hilarious and the pranks that they pulled on people, but it just
I
got too crazy. That was the beginning of when people were like going crazy. Like you're walking around the corner at like school, and then you get flour thrown in your face.
I've never no, um, but like I can't do. I've never seen any of them because I can't do bodily fluids like
Yeah. Oh
poop,
yeah.
vomit,
Ooh.
all of that like makes me sick, and so
Oh
I've never seen
no.
any of them. Uh,
Did you get sick in the
no,
theater?
I didn't go because
Oh,
I literally was like, I've never seen any of them. Like, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy myself, so I didn't go. And then later he was like, "Yeah, good thing you didn't go," because he's like, "I think I saw more men's junk than I could like
oh my
see."
gosh.
And so it's
Yeah.
just funny. Well,
And he's sitting next to his buddies the whole time, and they're like, "Yeah, bro, I just saw his junk." It's like, oh,
Oh, well, I
mm-mm,
learned in so I
I'm
told you
good.
how Euphoria, like definitely check out that show. It gets like super heavy,
Mm-mm.
but there is like men frontals like in there. But I
They're doing a
also
lot more than that.
y- and wait, in Palm, wait, Pam, I just called them Palm, Pam and
There you
Tommy.
go. There we're gonna call him Pommy. There we go.
I like
There we
that.
go.
I
Where
like that. Um, but I learned that in Euphoria, men have every guy who showed frontal has prosthetics.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't yeah, so
I would and listen, every guy who is going to be on camera in that way, I would probably ask for prosthetics too. But I'm just saying.
I mean,
I'm just gonna
but
stop talking about that now. With
but then I'm like, I also want to give a shout out to like my women who are like, we don't need prosthetics.
there you go. You that because you all are queens.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
see. Chuck says here he's giving us the log line of Disenchantment.
Ooh,
Disenchantment is basically a crazy D&D style world created by the creator of The Simpsons, starring an alcoholic, angry princess, and love struck elf and personal. I mean, yes, I know which one you're talking about. That is underrated, and I've always kind of like strayed away from watching it
why?
because I think it was underrated. I'm like, what are these guys doing again? Anytime that well, there
Oh,
was a
you,
couple
your
things that
hipsterness.
there was a couple things that Matt Groening did back in the day when he tried to step away from doing Simpsons kind of stuff. He
Yeah.
came out with some other things and that weren't so great. There were things that he did great. I mean, what was it? Critic? That one was freaking awesome. I think he did that. Did he do that? Maybe I'm thinking
Oh.
wrong, but yeah, it's freaking good. Um, my wife says, whoa, really? Wow. I don't know what she's talking about.
I think I was talking about jackbutt
Oh,
or
yeah.
euphoria. I don't know. We're
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about
Euphoria.
men's
There we
areas.
go. The
Hey, do
prosthetic.
you remember that one time when we had Manscaped be
Yeah.
our
There you go.
sponsor?
That would have been perfect around this time, right?
I
Uh,
know.
next issue says, what a way to start the show. There you go, right? I'm
We
not
got your
joking. I'm still
attention.
laughing at Jack, but not sure why I find it so funny. But you have me cracking up, JD Smith. Did you already says? Elizabeth says, yes, Queen. Next issue says, I recommend Murderville on Netflix.
Ooh.
My brother actually told me and my wife about Murderville here in he's like, yeah, check it out. So I guess it's a bunch of actors coming in, and I guess they get to like improv a pretty good scene about they have to figure out a murder and stuff like
Oh.
that. There's if you see it there's a couple of scenes where they show like on the trailer, they show people like showing you like the the freezers for the corners area.
Oh.
It's kind of it's supposed to be really fun. That's another one that's on our list. So maybe we'll talk about it. We'll watch it and talk about it.
Yeah. I haven't even well, I think I saw it come up, but I assumed that it was like another murder docuseries,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I'm all for too. But
Which is
um
they have another installment of the I didn't know they were doing this, but they were doing you remember that movie Murder on the Oriental Express or whatever. So
yeah.
they're doing another one, which is freaking awesome, and I'm ready for it all
Did
day
you
long.
did you watch that one?
The first one,
Yeah.
yeah, it was really
I
good.
I
I like.
haven't,
You
but
haven't? Check it out.
no,
It's
I
good.
know. Because yeah, they have the second one. I think it comes out like in May, but they have a lot of good like
Yeah,
I think their cast looked really good.
it's really good. I don't. Next issue, you must have missed the first few minutes there. Ambrosia was talking about All of Us Are Dead, and she's seen it.
Oh
So,
yeah, I'm watching it now.
yeah.
Um yeah, it's just what I always forget their names because it's in they're not I mean they're Korean names. So they're not like what we're typically used
Yeah.
to. But I'm at the part where the girl was like, "Oh, I don't want to go on because my crush died. Everyone that I liked died." But then obviously like her BFF there is like in love with her and I'm just like, "Can you just like get off of your whiny butt and just like survive?"
But that's what you live in, Ambrosia. That's high school. That's school for you. No, that's
This
work.
is this is yes, this is true. This is true.
Let's talk a little bit about Book of Boba Fett, or as I've been calling it, Book of Cameos, because I continue to joke that Boba Fett was only in this movie the same amount of time that he was in the trilogies. Not really, not
Oh,
really, not really. That is not true. I'm just joking. That's
no,
not true.
that's hilarious. I know because we didn't see him at all last episode, did we?
2 episodes. The
That's what I
last
thought.
one, the one when we got Mando, he was not there at all. And
And
then this one,
oddly
he was there
enough,
for a little bit at the end.
they were the best episodes.
That's
Like,
what everybody's been saying.
I
So this
hate
is my thing with this, Ambrosia, and I wanted to bring this up with you as I was all in, right? And I was all in until they brought in the mods, and I was like, listen, They brought in the mods, right? And I sat there and I said, "Are you kidding me? Did they really call them the mods?" And then directly on the nose, they put them on Vespas.
Yep.
Was that joke literally on purpose? Like that was almost too on the nose, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Because you know what mods are, right? So
No.
so I mean, we're all
Maybe.
and here we go. I hate going back to this reference. If we're gonna go reference SLC Punk, right? And that scene
Oh,
where they talk about the mods and they're all on Vespas and they're all wear dressed up all nice in their hair and all this stuff. So I think it was a play, it was a joke to on mods. And because they call them the mods because they're modified, but they wanted to play around because they dressed up a couple of them in these mod looking kind of clothing, and then they put them on Vespas. Like
I think
it was
I
clearly a joke.
I think you're giving them more credit
maybe,
than
but
what they should.
maybe that's the thing. If I gave him that much credit, then that would be that much more better because that was the last time that I just said I was like, okay, bring me back in, guys, and then they brought me back in, but it was not with Boba Fett. It was with Mandalorian.
um. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't think it was. Maybe. Yeah. Let's pretend like it was totally planned and it was
Yeah,
supposed to be
let's
like
do
that.
that. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
that's a good one.
The Vespas are homage because Lucas loves the 50s and hot rod culture as well as mod culture, I guess, because that's exactly what mod culture
Okay.
is. Mod culture is Vespas and 50s kind of style. But I mean, I guess great and wonderful, but they made it out to be a freaking joke. I feel like.
Yeah, I think.
And then now everybody hates Book of Boba Fett, and everybody was just so excited for it.
I'm so excited for it.
I am.
Also, like, I hate saying this, but my two favorite episodes have been the past two when Boba Fett hasn't even been in there. Um, but can we? Okay, you haven't seen the recent one, right?
Is there another one that just dropped today?
Yeah.
I have not seen that one.
Okay,
No.
me either. So we're allowed to talk about last week's episode, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been about a week, unless anybody has not seen it and they don't want spoilers. But yeah, we if we can definitely talk about
I was like in tears the whole time. Like it made my Star Wars heart like
it. we
so
had we had
happy.
Grogu and we had
So
a
bad. Oh my gosh! Like the armorer.
Luke
Oh, don't even get me started with like the Mandalorian not being a Mando anymore.
and freaking Grogu's armor, like his
Oh my
chainmail.
god.
But this is my thing though. You jerk face. Why would you make Grogu choose? How dare you?
Mm,
How dare you?
it just makes my hate for Luke go even like further. I'm just
Hey,
like, this is why I
but
can't
check
stand you.
this out. It was really awesome because they do the whole de-aging stuff right with
Oh my
this part, right?
gosh. Yeah.
And the guy who plays the body double for him for Luke, he even looks very much like him. And what's awesome is Mark, like he looks like Mark Hamill, and it's pretty freaking cool. And that they could do it. But how many times have you heard that everybody wants Sebastian Stan to do a movie? And now I think he's kind of he's kind of in on it now because everybody's doing this whole getting freaking awesome. Like we getting rave reviews with this whole episode where we got to see him a little bit, right? So now everybody wants a Luke story or another Luke. I'm down, man. Like where did I want to see what happened between that when we left off.
I would be happy as well. Especially with like this de-aging process.
Yeah.
And oh
Yeah,
yes.
I do love that. So next issue says my favorite episode where Boba spends time learning about the Tusken culture, but the last week also made me feel all the emotions. Yeah, I think that was my favorite episode where he learned and he
Oh,
learned about the Tusken culture, and he had a really cool bond with the young kiddo, right? So that
yes,
was
and
kind of
then he
cool.
died.
I don't,
Oh,
yeah, I know, right?
all
I
the
don't know if you
feels.
know, but that was one the kid who played the kid Tuscan. He was Jimmy Kimmel's nephew.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So if I was Jimmy Kimmel's nephew, could I be? I
Right.
was thinking, I was like, what would it take for me to be a what do they call him? Like an extra, an extra.
Yeah, there you go. Kyle says, so here is the thing. If Grogu doesn't choose, we know what happens to him based on The Last Jedi. If you give him the choice, there are options. True. But is he there all those questions like where is he at in all those the last Jedi trilogies? Or the I mean, you know what trilogies I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I
So
just
I'm down for whatever. Bring it to me. Just don't give me any more mods. That's all I'm saying.
oh my gosh, yes, no more.
Don't give me any
Now,
more
okay,
mods.
can we have a prediction? Who do you think is going? Like, what choice do you think he's gonna make?
Ooh, I don't know. That's hard. That's hard, right? Because obviously with there's no more Jedi's, so right.
Mm.
So they all die. So is it ultimately is he dead or is he been hidden away somewhere? Like what's like I don't know. But yeah.
Okay, without thinking, like okay, quick prediction. Like, what? Go.
I'd like to see him wield a freaking lightsaber and freaking I would love to see it all day long. Let's see it. But did you? I gotta say, how cool was that little freaking lightsaber though?
Oh my gosh, it was so. I love him so much. You think that like the baby Yoda like stuff is all done, and then you see him again, and you're like, nope.
Yes.
Yep.
And then you're like, dude, you got the dopest freaking lightsaber around.
Yep.
That thing's so cool. Yeah,
Part of me, I want him to see him do both, but
yeah.
like also like if he doesn't go back with Mando, I think I'm gonna be a little pissed.
Yeah, it's heartbroken. What's Mando gonna do?
No, like that's and like he risked like taking off. Like that's the whole reason
He
why
gave up
he.
his entire religion, Ambrosia, for
I
Grogu. Come on,
know, I know, and
come
then
on.
just like
Ugh.
if they don't like
He
ah,
changed himself. Something inside of him changed.
and then also I'm
Ambrosia.
like Ahsoka, you are a B word. How could you not let Mando see Grogu?
I know. She was like, "Nope, there you go. Bye. That's it."
I guess it's your choice. You could do that, but just know you're going. And I'm just like, listen here.
And then he freaking knows anyway because he sees him. You freaking jerk.
I know.
It's like you
I
should have
know.
just let him. It's like it's like Ahsoka. It's like Ahsoka is the step parent, and she just didn't. And she's like, "No, you don't get to because you don't. It's not your time."
I know. And I'm just like, listen here. You just get to like go and you go do your own thing and leave them alone.
Yeah.
Also,
All right,
oh my gosh, how okay, one more thing and then I'm done.
go
How
ahead.
exciting was it to see R2D2 again? I always just get like
Yes. Oh, that was so
overjoyed
cool. That was
when
so
I
cool.
when I like see him or like even CP3. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
my heart.
Well, yeah, as Kyle says it's hard with you guys not watching the new one. Well, we are a
Uh,
we're a
we
spoiler
try.
free show. So what we do is we talk about the episode from the week before, so that everybody gets to join in on the conversation, not just a small few. So, um, Ambrosia, let's move on. Let's talk about last week's Peacemaker episode.
What was
Did you get to
oh,
see
oh,
it?
yes, 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 yes.
Uh,
Hold on, I have to think what happened.
okay. Last time we left
Mm.
off where we found Mern was a butterfly,
Oh,
and
yes,
he
and
left her
everyone
in the
knew
middle of the street,
yeah, and we knew that everyone is kind of in on it, or everyone knew.
and this is now where we find out what everybody's in on it. Next it says, hey, to be fair, Yoda also gave Luke a tough choice and Dagobah. It's a teaching style. Yes, that's true. That's true.
Also, I loved, like, so many things that just aligned with Yoda and Luke, and now seeing Luke with Grogu, I'm like, I lost it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, my heart cannot take this."
Yeah, it was so cool. But yeah, Peacemaker, dope. This show just keeps getting better and better and better. And listen, if a comic book TV show can bring in my wife and have her ask me, "Hey, is there a new Peacemaker out?" I think they're doing something right.
What?
Because my
Is it
wife hates comic books, and the one thing she hates more than comic books are comic book movies.
what? How did I had no idea. I knew that, she wasn't always a fan of comic books because she
Yeah,
asked for book recommendations,
yeah.
and I gave her some, and, I was like, "Oh, do you want, like, graphic novels?" And she's like, "No graphic novels."
Yeah, because she's got an expert here in-house for that one. She wants books. She's like
That's
that.
so
She's
funny.
like, "No, they have a plethora of that upstairs. Leave them out of there."
Yeah, yeah.
The next issue says, Peacemaker went super wild last week, bloody and violent to the max. Yes. Yes. It was a really excellent episode. Um, I was Elizabeth said, "You can't, dude, you can't see me." There we go. There you go. Every single time it comes on, she always does that. And then, but here go, Ambrosia. I'm gonna bring this up.
Okay.
Uh, when I turn on Peacemaker, I sit there and I'm like, because I'm always used to like when the little bar comes up as a skip the intro. Do
Yeah.
you ever do you ever skip it, or do you just
No,
stop?
I watched the whole thing.
Yes, you have to
Like,
watch the whole thing every time, right?
yes, I think this is, like, the one show that I have to watch the intro to, like, every
Yes,
time.
every time. And I'm a sucker for a good intro. Like Daredevil had a freaking awesome intro, right? And then
Mhm.
who else had a? I think Jessica Jones had an amazing one. There's another one that I really like.
What, did you
See,
just give Jessica Jones a
no,
compliment?
no, no, not me.
We'll just pretend like that didn't happen, it's
Oh,
fine.
that didn't happen. You guys didn't hear me saying that I like Jessica Jones
It's
and
fine.
Iron Fist more.
That's fine. That's fine.
Uh, every time I always watch it, Elizabeth says, "Yes, she like she." I tried to skip it, and she won't let me. She
No,
definitely. It's so good.
it's so good, and then I always have to go back and watch, what's, the Harris Family, I think they followed
Yes,
us on
yeah,
social medias
yes,
because
yeah. They're so cool.
they
Ambrosia,
made
I'm
a
gonna
little intro.
challenge you. We're gonna have to do the intro video for our social media accounts.
Oh, I could do that. I was in dance for numerous years, like, I got this, I got this.
That's dang. She's gonna show me up. That's what's up. But yeah, that was a good one. All right, let's move. I don't. That's all I got for what we watched.
Oh, I do have a
Um,
question. So
yeah.
I haven't read a ton of Peacemaker comic books before.
Uh-huh.
Is and I don't know if you have or not, or maybe someone out there could tell me. And I could look this up. I just haven't yet. Is this whole like butterfly thing? Is that something that was in the comics, or is this something that is made for the show?
I don't see. I'm not too familiar with a lot of Peacemaker, but I do know that he was a part of another company, and when you know all the history of all that stuff. You're the history expert,
I
Ambrose.
haven't
Why am I
gotten
talking
to
about
that
this?
time.
Yeah, I know. So they acquired some of the characters and IP and all that good stuff, and they wanted to use them, so they created a team out of them. And the dang name is in my head, but I can't remember it. I see it, I just can't say it. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I just literally looked at it the other day, and I said because I was curious, and now I can't remember it. I got too much in there right now.
No,
But
I get it.
yeah, yeah, I'll come back with you guys unless you guys have something. Ooh, here we go. Who's got it? Who's got it?
Oh, of course, next issue.
Butterfly are
Always.
hot, no, hot one to one from the comics, but they feel like the reach
Reach of
from
Young
Young
Justice.
Justice. What is so, okay? Next issue, you're gonna know what team was Peacemaker and I think Ted Cord and all that good stuff. From that, and I think that's where we're probably gonna get. I think because Judo Master was in that team as well, and I know that we're probably gonna get big. They're trying to set up for either another series of a team of these kinds of characters. I'm excited for it because that
No,
means
me
it's
too.
gonna be freaking awesome if we can get a universe like how Marvel did their TV stuff in DC. Oh man, I'm down for this all day.
I am too, and that's where I am like so excited with where this comic book where like the TV universe is going for comic books.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah,
I want people to watch them and to shut their mouths because if I need more.
yeah. Look at this one, Ambrosia. We got some news that Titan season 4 may introduce Lex Luthor.
Ooh.
Ooh, this one I get. So listen, I've always kind of been back and forth with Titans. When it first came out, and everybody went up in arms because they said they had that scene where Nightwing or Robin says F Batman, right? And then and then and then we got Deathstroke in one of them. We had a handful of other things go on. Um, but it's been kind of like hit or miss for me. Anytime that they introduce some really great characters, I get pulled right back in. I'm like, ooh, this season's actually pretty good. And maybe I just messed up and I just been kind of like in my own head here. And maybe all these seasons are really good because now they're at season 4.
Right. And that's where I'm at because I think I watched like half of season 1 and I was just like,
Uh-huh.
meh, and I never
See,
finished it. But now I'm like, oh, I feel
listen,
like I
I
need
gotta
to
tell you,
read
I
it.
skipped the entire season 2 and skipped on to season 3.
Did
And
you really?
season 3 is really good.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I skipped all of season 2, like every single episode. And
See, I can't do that.
and they didn't really give me anything, but I kind of pieced it together after being there for a while. I still haven't finished season 3, but yeah, I just I want to love it so much, but it's a different kind. It feels like more like an Elseworlds kind of show to me.
Okay.
There we go. Here we go. Next issue. Peacemaker and Ted Court are both originally Charleston Comics, which inspired Watchmen, but I don't know their team affiliation. They've both been in Law. That's what it was. Law.
Okay.
They are Law. What does it stand for again? Oh, dang it! Had swaps in my head. It was an acronym. But yes, awesome. Yes, that's thank you. Next issue. The next issue is going to be our stream
He
historian.
he is. He's the best.
Living assault weapons. There we go. Thank you, Kevin Descent.
Oh wait. What is it?
Living assault weapons.
Ooh,
Law.
I like that.
So we might get Law. That would be good. That'd be cool. I'm
I
down
like
for
that.
that. I'm down for that. Ambrosia, there's no
Hi.
reason to be whining if you're hungry.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna ask if you could hear that.
Is that the dog?
Yeah, that is my dog. She's cold and she's like ready for bed. But
Yeah.
the thing is like she is
She wants to
super
snuggle.
attached to me, so she wants me to go to bed.
She's like, come to bed, come snuggle already. Come on.
Yes,
It's
yes,
late. It's time. It's time
and
to go.
it's only 7:30.
Yes. Hashtag teamwork. Yes, we got Kevin Descent and next issue on the team.
We appreciate you all.
Yes, you guys are awesome. It's sometimes it's a little difficult for me to kind of pull up, like I prepare all this stuff before and I kind of like just keep it all in my head. So there's a lot going on in there sometimes.
Basically it's just really hard to know everything.
Yeah, right. Okay, where am I at? Here we go. Yeah, Teen Titans. Okay, that's really awesome. I'm excited about this because I think they brought in Brother Blood and all that good stuff, and Mother Mayhem and Jinx. So, and then they're going to be bringing in Lex Luthor, which is really cool. I'm excited about this. I didn't read on to see if they had anybody who they're thinking of bringing in, but they says that the Lex Luthor is a 40 and older character of person. So we're gonna get an older Lex Luthor here.
Oh, cool.
Older mid. He's gonna have a midlife crisis. Maybe that's a scary thing. Lex Luthor with the midlife crisis, Ambrosia. Ouch, that's scary.
Anyone with a midlife crisis is scary. I've come to realize.
Titans is just swinging for the fences. Next watch says he says also watch Doom Patrol. Ouch. Okay, listen, I'm gonna say something, and it's probably gonna get my card taken because
I
I
you've
can't.
already had your car taken like 5
I know
times. It's
I
fine.
have my
It's
card
fine.
taken a lot. I and at this point I have my card like it's on a leash so that like when people just want to give it back, I just retract it. Yeah, so,
I like
but
it.
I don't like Doom Patrol. And
And why?
Doom Patrol, listen, Doom Patrol comic books are for they're not for everybody, right? And
Mhm.
this TV show is the same thing. It does fall in line with the books. I will do say that they do a really good job of sticking to the characters and all that stuff and sticking to the atmosphere of the comics. So I will say that it's just not it's I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying that the comics or the show is horrible. It's just not my cup of tea.
No, that makes sense.
I like a
But
different I like a
but
different flavor.
also, yeah, and it's also not the Goonies.
Ah, Ambrosia, don't bring up the Goonies. It is the Goonies, actually. Next issue says my favorite DC shows: Doom Patrol, Peacemaker, and Superman and Lois. I hear Superman and Lois is
I
actually really good.
I have to wait. Is it Henry Cavill? I don't even know how to say his
No,
last
it's not
name.
Henry Cavill. Ugh,
Cavill. There we go.
Ambrosia.
Is he in there?
And no, Ambrosia's got a thing for him. Like
I
that's
saw
her
him in
ball
The
pass.
Witcher, and that's all I want now. I just want a Henry Cavill.
And she wants the suit that he ripped open with his man muscles.
And they're not fake.
They're not prosthetics.
They're not. Not like those Euphoria
Like
people.
those Euphoria people. Hey, Ambrosia Penza says that the opening of Batman establishes it is a detective story. I mean, was this really a question? But remember that little featurette, I'm gonna call it, because it was kind of a longer version of a um, first look at this thing, and everybody is excited about it because this shows that it's a detective story. But we saw that in the all the trailers and all that good stuff, right? And the way it feels, it definitely feels like a detective story. I'm excited about it. I just hope that they do a really good job at this, and if we can open up this world to something awesome. I mean, we got Batgirl, and bless you,
Oh, thank you, thank you.
we got Batgirl, right? And supposedly Michael Keaton has taken he's on the set, or he's doing something. He's on, I don't know what, but is the Flash and all this stuff, like, are they going to reset everything? How are they going to deal with this? Like, it's going nuts. I don't know. I want to know all this stuff that's going on with the DC universe right now, Ambrosia,
I don't
because it
know.
feels like they're setting something up for us.
No, I think so too. I'm really pumped about Batman. Except for I'm gonna take like some Adderall and like some stuff to like keep me up and focused. Um, and then we'll see what they have in store. So,
Yeah, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Ambrosia, I don't know if you heard about this one, but this director says that that superhero movies need more sex scenes, and they don't have any. He's like, and he's like, this is the thing with these kind of I mean, Soderbergh, amazing director, amazing movies, and all this good
yeah,
stuff. Awesome stuff. I love it. Love a lot of stuff he does, right? But with the things that with these directors who like him and the director of Dune and all these other people that have been coming out talking down on superhero movies, it's because these superhero movies are freaking selling out movies left and right, and they have to do is just sneeze, and boom, there's the story right there, right? I mean, think about it. We have tons of source material for comic books.
yep,
So they have a plethora of stories and a plethora of minds to pick and choose from. So obviously, yeah, it's going to be very, I mean, I'm not going to say easy, because writing a story, writing a script is not easy, but it definitely is going to be uh something easier to read source material and gather information and gather some kind of references, right?
right. Well, and the thing is that like, and going back with like that comment that so many people watch these movies with kids. Um, and I I don't know how I feel about that at
Yeah,
all.
I think. Listen, I think he's just the way he was explaining it in the article is that he was saying that basically, what kind of world we live in? We don't live in a fantasy world, and sex is a part of it. Why isn't there anybody effing in this thing? And I'm just like, come on, man.
Because
Like,
you don't need to have sex in everything.
because listen, sex is a part of our life, but our life is not sex. I mean,
You could
that's
go watch Deadpool. Also, it was like really awkward for like when a student would be like, "Oh my gosh, I watched Deadpool and I loved it," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you
oops.
watched Deadpool? Please don't tell me that."
I know. Listen, Ambrosia, I got embarrassed watching Deadpool with like next to my wife, and my wife was like,
Yes,
"Oh, I love this movie."
I know, and I don't know. I'm there are so many things where I feel like we um I don't know, even like in comic books, like we still have so many characters who are like hypersexualized.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And even at that, like I feel like we could do without. Like it doesn't change the
Yeah.
story. Like watching two characters have sex doesn't change the story, like impact.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. JD, the Digi artist says it should be easy though. That's the sad part. We should not be getting any comic shit. Uh, next issue says Peacemaker had a three-way. The director isn't watching close enough. My mom, she messaged me on my
Oh my
phone
gosh. Hi, Joey's
and
mom.
and she's here on YouTube watching at home.
How
She says
cute.
she says sex sells still. So, and that's absolutely true. And unfortunately, this world is, and that's what it is. That's why Ambrosia is on the show. No, just kidding.
Yeah, I'm there
Because
for.
she's the pretty face and I'm the gross hairy guy.
Oh, stop. No, I mean, do we get messages on Scout about me? Yes. Is it weird? Yes. Do they need to stop? Yes.
Yes, please stop because listen,
I
everybody at Scout sees them.
Oh my
Everybody.
gosh, stop. I hate that.
Just stop it, guys.
Um,
She's a
but
woman. And okay.
right, and like the worst part is like he had a profile picture that also looked like was with a woman. I don't know. But I think like that also goes back to why so many people like were so angry with Captain like Marvel. Like
Yeah.
why so many people didn't like that one. And if you compare Captain Marvel's outfit compared to like Wonder Woman, it's still like she is like covered up
Yeah.
for the most part. And that's like I don't know. I hate that sex sells.
Yeah. It's a different world out there, but that's why we talk about comic books, and I'm just cool to just hang out right here. Ambrosia, you know what's cool about
Comic books?
we're gonna talk a little bit about Marvel news now.
Oh,
Uh
there's Marvel news?
there's tons of Marvel. Well, there's oh, did I not bring that? I've got this on something else, and I got to pull it up because I have it here. Let's move on to the next one while I talk about it. So,
Okay.
She-Hulk, they have a release date, but it's not when you think when you think it is. It's
Oh.
actually been supposedly it's been pushed back a little bit further than than we were expecting.
Why am I not
Um,
surprised by that?
uh, it was supposed to be out in the summer. Now they're thinking it's supposed to be a little bit closer to the fall.
Really?
That's kind of
Why?
far. I don't know why. I don't know what's been going on with this, but I don't know if it's because of all the crazy things that's been going on in the world. But it says She-Hulk's earliest potential Disney Plus debut would come fall of 2022. So I don't think they tell us why.
I don't like that. I
Yeah.
I was so excited for that show. I mean, but I'm also like really I don't I don't under okay. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
honest. I don't know much about the film world and like uh reasons and everything of like why they push it back. But um I'm not surprised just because of everything that they've pushed back within these past 2, 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little crazy with all the delays and all that stuff.
I'm
Um,
still so mad that Morbius got pushed back. I just like think to
yeah,
myself that I could have watched Morbius like a couple weeks ago.
yeah, right. And then and here we go. We got tons of here we go, Ambrosia. I got this right here for you, but the schedule, it's not it's not giving us dates. I mean, on some of these.
I like schedule.
And let's talk a little bit about Marvel's full schedule of movies and series that are going to be hitting in 2022. She-Hulk is on here, but they, like I said, it says to be announced. They don't have a date. They only have in 2022. They're right here. But Moon Knight release date. You want to know the release date? They
May.
they don't know.
Are you
TBA.
kidding me? Stop.
TBA. They're
Are
hurting
you
us here.
serious?
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is going to be out May 6th of 2022 in theaters.
I don't believe any of this. Oh, actually, I do believe theaters because money, money, money.
Yeah, right. Secret Invasion. It's going to be hitting sometime in 2022 too, as well. We don't know.
Maybe sometime.
Maybe sometime. But Thor: Love and Thunder gets a July 8th, 2022 release, and mid 22 Miss Marvel.
Ooh.
November 11th, 22. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We still don't know if we're gonna be getting a I don't know who's it. They still have Shuri written here, the actress who plays Shuri. They still have her
Yeah.
listed as a part of the movie. So we don't know if she's getting recast or we got that weird, that crazy, well, not weird. We got that petition to take her out and recast.
Yeah.
Because they were saying that they're probably going to try to use her as the Black Panther. Rumors.
Oh, interesting.
December 22, Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. We knew that one's coming. It's
Yeah.
Christmas time. And that's what we're getting in 22. All those things.
But they're all TBD for the most part.
For the most part, there's literally only 3 or 4 of them that have an actual release date.
I even take those with a grain of salt at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
I just don't know.
It's crazy. And that's the thing. We just don't know, right? But
No.
so, you know what? Something we do know is that Anthony Ramos has been cast in Marvel's Ironheart.
Oh, really?
And you know who Anthony Ramos is? He was in Maiden Heights and Hamilton.
I have watched neither of those.
Neither have I, but he Mexican American guy. Super cool. We don't know what he's gonna play, but he has been cast. So super cool. Another casting announcement here, and this one's really cool because I was excited about this. I was excited about it way back when we heard that we were gonna get that people were rumors that were surrounding this movie. But Russell Crowe has joined a Spider-Man's Kraven the Hunter.
Really?
This is my thing, though. My thing was when I heard about this, everybody was excited about it, and they were like, "Who should be Kraven the Hunter?" And everybody was like, "Russell Crowe." And now we're getting, but I don't know if he's gonna be Kraven the Hunter.
Wow.
Or he's gonna be in the movie. Are we a little bit closer?
I'd be excited. I would love for that to happen.
Yeah. How awesome would that be? Him, or maybe we get, I don't know. There's always one of those things where you get like he's gonna teach a new generation of Kraven the Hunters. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Because he's kind of up there, but how do we need a Kraven the Hunter that I don't know if he's gonna play Kraven the Hunter though. I think he's gonna be a different character.
I want him to be Kraven.
I don't think we are. I don't unless this is like a geriatric movie. He's in a old folks home.
I haven't seen him in a while. Is he doing okay?
I don't know. Maybe should we call him? Should we call him right now?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We don't have Russell Crowe's phone number. We don't.
Okay.
We don't.
Wow.
Here's another cool thing. Let's move on because we're running out of time. Scott Eastwood wants fans to petition to get him to play Wolverine. I don't know if you've seen him, Ambrosia, but a while back there's people when way back when Hugh Jackman was telling everybody that he was, next issue says he could be Kraven Senior and someone else be Kraven Junior. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm thinking too. So I was thinking here with this one here. Sorry, Scott Eastwood. He when everybody was talking about Hugh Jackman was finished with being Wolverine. Everybody was talking about who's going to be the next Wolverine, and is Marvel going to bring back? If they're going to bring back X-Men, we need a new Wolverine, and who's it going to be? And everybody started talking about it, and somebody went and made some artwork of Scott Eastwood, which is Clint Eastwood's son. He looks almost freaking spit image of his father.
Really?
Um, but this is the art, the fan art of Scott Eastwood as Wolverine. And I'd be down all day long for this, Ambrosia. What do you think?
I would be too. That looks really good.
Yeah.
Except for also part of me hates when like people petition to like I want this
it's
role. You guys
it's
I
almost it's almost when people petition to get somebody to play a role, they never go with that person.
no. I feel bad because I feel like I'm I feel like this is like the hipster part of me as well. Where like if I see people try harder, like, I'm like, "No, I'm not voting for you." Like, when you're in middle school or elementary and it's, like, student
Yeah.
council, and they're like, "If you vote for me, I'll do this, and this, like, make sure you tell your parents," and I'm like, "No."
Right. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I mean, listen, I'm down for anybody being a new Wolverine
Yeah.
in the MCU all day long. I think he fits the bill. You know what I mean? He looks good as, I mean, this rendering makes him look good as a Wolverine. Cool.
No, very much so. And I definitely could
Um,
see it. What
Next issue says hot take: Laura Kinney Wolverine should be first, so we have more time between Logans. I love that
wow.
because Laura Kinney is the excuse me, the young woman we saw in Logan. She was, which is cool. We got so many different comic books and iterations and source material to go off of. That would be a really cool idea.
Yeah, very much so.
The next actor should play Wolverine should have some some ugly to him. Wolverine should give off a feral feel. Scott is a good looking guy. JD Smith, the artist. Yes, I agree. Um, he says that image is just Scott Eastwood with his hair gelled up. I didn't see Wolverine. He just gelled it up and just put some knives between his fingers. He's like, there you go, take a picture of me.
This is for my TikTok.
There you go. That's my TikTok. Okay, Ambrosia, it's that time of our show where we're gonna talk about what's on your pull list.
Kind of a light week this week.
It is. I added a couple of things there because I was looking through and I was like, ooh, I want to read this. I want to read this. So when we get through your list, let's talk a little bit
Ooh, what
about
Joey's
what
pull is.
Joey's on your pull list. So here we go. Let's throw up the transition. All right,
Hi.
everybody. This is the part of the show where we talk about Ambrosia's pull list. But today we're going to talk about a small portion of her pull list and a little bit more of mine.
Yeah. All right. So starting us off, we have the Amazing Spider-Man, which is a what is it called? The Amazing Spider-Man.
I did it
Enter
again,
this.
Ambrosia. I do
Well,
it every stream.
I thought that you just like we're playing God again.
I did it again. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
No, I was like, okay, well, Joey's gone. It's fine. It's fine. So we have the slingers in this issue. So yeah, we'll see. And
And
then
you know what it is, Ambrosia? It's
hmm,
because I go down to click on the pictures here, and then I want to naturally slide to the left on my mouse
oh,
because
that
of
makes sense.
my phone, and I'm like, and I slide left on the mouse because it's an Apple, so I'm
The
just like,
Apple mouse.
yeah, and I'm like,
No.
dang it, sorry. Okay,
No. Moon Knight issue number 8.
Ooh,
And
it's
this is a
gorgeous.
Devil's Reign. I know, and it's also a Devil's Reign tie-in, which I had no idea. And I've been loving Devil's Reign and Moon Knight, so I'm really pumped for this issue.
That's so gorgeous. Look at
I
that.
loved all
Oh
their
my god.
artwork.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
Like I said, Devil's Reign has been so good. I have to find issue 3 though. I read issue 3 online, but they didn't give it to me in my pull list last week, and I went to go get
Oh,
another one, and they were sold out, and all they had were variants that were like $30, and I couldn't justify it. So
yeah,
it
that
adds up.
stinks.
Yeah, so I have to read issue 3 and then issue
Maybe
4.
reach out to some friends out there who may have something in their shop they might see, and maybe they can send it to you.
Yes, this is true. I also have a couple other comic book stores like on my way home that I could
Mhm.
check too. I just haven't
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. Cool. Boom. Oh, look at that. That looks cool.
I know. The Crimson Rain. I've been getting kind of confused with Devil's Rain and Crimson Rain
Yeah.
coming out together.
I know.
But Crimson Rain has also been spectacular. Like, if you are a Star Wars fan and if you haven't been reading Star Wars comics, then you definitely need to. Also, Greg Pak, who wrote this, is a gem, and you should definitely follow him.
Awesome. Awesome. I just realized that they were two different things. I thought that they were the same thing, the whole Devil's Rain and Crimson Rain.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if there was a crossover.
We're
That
gonna
would be
call
hilarious.
we're gonna call this episode Magenta Rain.
I like it. Like, could you imagine if we had like Elektra and like the hands, like, or the
Elect
hands going in with like Vader and like the Knights of Ren? That'd be
Yeah.
great.
There you go.
I'm really behind on this series. But yeah, Superman Son of Kal. So I'm really excited.
Superman, Son of Kal. That's a cool cover though. I like that. Ooh, I love the colors on here.
I
Oh, this
I know.
art style.
I've been
Oh my
loving.
gosh.
It's like that they took our logo and they made it into
I know.
they stole our colors,
Right? They
Joey.
stole our
We should
color
we should call
scheme.
ourselves the Batgirls.
Oh my gosh. The Batgirls. This
But
is so cool. So the Batgirls is who? Is Orphan and uh what the heck does she call herself back in the day?
what?
These Batgirls. It's
Oh,
Orphan and
oh,
what is her name?
um, I don't remember.
Her code name. Anyway, go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm behind on issue 2. I haven't read issue 2 yet. But issue 1, people felt like it was kind of like meh. I liked it. I personally liked it. So I'm excited for issue 2 and 3.
Listen, this is the thing. Why are they getting all crazy on this graph artist right here? Like, listen, they ain't hurt nobody. I don't see a gun in their hands. All I see is paint. Why are you
Well,
coming up on them like that?
read this issue and you'll know.
Well, there we go. There we go. All right. Hawkeye Kate Bishop.
This one, Hawkeye, like Kate Bishop has always been more of like on the funny or like more
Yeah.
goofy side of things.
Okay.
And so overall it's been fun.
I saw there's a cover of this where Kate Bishop is scolding Pizza Dog and because he ordered pizza with nothing but pineapple and it said
Gross. Yeah, I would scold him too. Oh my gosh, you'll have to tell us too when we have more time someday. How was your Batman pizza?
oh, it was horrible. But yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another day. Yeah, that was horrible. 3 Deaths of Wolverine.
Yes. So there's also Lives of Wolverine and Deaths of Wolverine. There's a lot going on in X-Men, like a lot.
Mhm.
And so this says because then we also have Sabretooth too. But that came out last week.
Yeah.
But
Go
yeah,
ahead.
if you're a Wolverine fan, definitely give it a go.
Yeah, this one's cool. Benjamin Percy kills it with the X-Men stories, man. Especially Wolverine. And I don't know if you guys like podcast listeners, but remember back when they were doing the Wolverine podcasts? It was like
No.
exclusively on Stitcher. Oh, it's so good. Benjamin Percy wrote it all, and it's so good.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's so good, and it's like it's an audio story, so it's really cool.
Interesting.
I put this one, I put these last two on here because look, this is such a cool art style, and I really wanted to get into reading this one. This is on number
Looks
2,
good.
Monkey Meat. I didn't get to read the synopsis or anything, but the artwork intrigued me, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. Let's get in.
Ooh,
Let me jump into this one. So next week I might have a little bit more to talk about this one with you guys, so I can jump into this one.
cool.
Um,
Yes, please
this
do.
one too, Last Flight Out. This one looked really intriguing to me. The artwork is just so gorgeous on the cover here, and another one that I really, really want to check out as well. This one looks cool too from Behemoth. Until My
Ooh.
Knuckles Bleed, issue 1. All day long, these are the ones here. And I just had to bring this one up. Good Boy is on number 3. I don't know if you guys know, but Dave Lentz and all these people are some of our really good friends. But Dave Lentz is a really good friend of our show. He created Wednesday Warriors logo for us.
And
Uh,
comic book history lessons too.
and the comic book history lessons for Ambrosia for her podcast. So this Wednesday Warriors logo that you guys see all around us, the letterer for Good Boy, he created this logo for us, and he's a really good friend. And we thank you, sir, for doing that
Thanks,
for us because
Dave.
you're an awesome, awesome friend. Super, super cool guys. All of these people, all of them, they're all going to Kit Wallace and all of them, they're all great people over there. And then this one, I keep hearing about this one. I have not heard about
Oh,
this one.
I haven't.
I keep hearing about this because it's from the artist of Devil's Reign
Oh,
and Daredevil, and I really, really love the artwork. And this one was supposed to be really good from Ablaze. Super cool. And we have Cult of Icarus dropping out from Scout today, only from the people who
kind of.
Oh, kind of, because the people who order from Diamond has it this week, and the people who order from Lunar will have it next week, and then there's gonna be a slew of other distributors within there very soon. So craziness, right?
Yeah.
But right now, so for a little while there, before the paper delay, Diamond and Lunar were on the exact schedule. So everybody was getting their books at the same time, and then the paper shortage came, and then now everybody's back on to their off weeks. I liked it better when everything was coming out at the right
Me
times,
too.
but now it's weird. I don't understand why.
No, I
But
hate it so much. I
there
just
you
want
go.
everything to be on schedule
What's
and
and what's
see.
weird, really funny, and this is coming straight from James Haig's mouth, is that he says he looks at the thing and says that the Lunar and what's weird is Lunar gets their stuff before Diamond, and they ships their stuff out before Diamond, but it doesn't get there till the next week. And I don't understand how all that crazy stuff works.
No.
I don't understand it, but yeah. And there we go. That's the books for this week. Super cool. We appreciate that.
Yeah, me too.
Super cool. I'm excited for all these good stuff. Here we go. We got JD. He said, oops, spoiler. Chris BTO Bad Book
Did we
says
do a
spoilers.
spoiler?
Ouch. Sorry, did we spoil a book? I'm so sorry. I did not realize if we spoiled something.
What book did we spoil?
I don't know. I'm very,
I'm
very
behind.
I'm so sorry if we spoiled something.
I know.
He says
Maybe we spoiled the milk.
I don't know. Maybe we spoiled something. I'm sorry. He's
Oh,
next issue
no.
says we have Devil's Reign, Crimson Reign, and Reign of X going on right now. Very.
We have a whole bunch of rains. We have like a tsunami coming in.
What's with comic book ninjas having an anatomy clan? Marvel has the hand, TMT has the foot. Yeah.
We should have one that's the heart, and it's just like about people like spreading love and being
There you go.
kind and
I'm all that.
phew. Oh,
Oh,
we didn't spoil
yes,
anything.
spoiler.
I was like,
You're right. Like what? Yes, the spoiler. And hi, wife. My wife just.
My wife time yet, or is it still Ambrosia wife time?
Oh, are we over? Oh my gosh! Did you guys hear that?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm your work wife. Sorry.
Yeah, what's that?
You're still streaming?
Yeah, we're still streaming. I'm getting snapped at, guys.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
Orphan and spoiler. I'm sorry. I'm getting snapped at because now we are 10 minutes into my wife's time, guys. Okay, we got to close up here.
That's so
She said,
hilarious.
"Where's the glitter?" No, I hid the glitter. Oh my gosh, I hid the glitter because I hate glitter. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, let's go ahead and close up shop here because my wife says I'm. Oh my
Joey's
gosh.
gonna get in trouble.
She found. Oh no, she found the silly string. I'm not gonna tell her where the full can is. She found silly string, and I'm not gonna tell her where the full can is because she just squirted the remnants at me.
That's so funny. No.
It's all over my glasses. Anyway, sorry about that, guys.
No, we have to let you go before you
I
get
know
in trouble.
before I get in trouble. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me and Ambrosia right here on Wednesday Warriors, and exclusive to the Geek Collective. Ambrosia, please give everybody.
Oh, did you read the last comment? That's so
He
good.
said, "I heard the snap. Even Thanos was shaking."
That is too good.
Oh man.
Go watch Pam and Tommy.
Go
Pam
watch-
and Tommy.
All right, Ambrosia, please let everybody know where they can find you on social
You
media.
can find me on, I always forget everything, Instagram and Twitter at Ambrosia_Linda, and TikTok at Comics and Cupcakes. Also check out comic book history lessons as well as Scout
Yeah.
Comics and all of their social medias.
Yeah, and Ambrosia didn't send me her latest episode.
I know,
so it has
because
not
I
dropped.
sounded like this, and I was like, oh no, I have to wait until I don't sound like a dying horse.
That's funny. Okay, we'll wait till you stop. Ambrosia, you were not sounding like a dying horse. She says she says that she wants 'cause she didn't send the episode because she sounded like a dying horse because of her voice. She said you're a queen, Ambrosia. You're a queen.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Well,
the Queen.
Ambrosia, send it over whenever you're ready. We'll edit
Okay,
it
I
and get
will.
it released.
Believe me.
I have a new episode that just dropped this week. I talked to who was it? I had
You've had so many people.
I've got so many people, and I've got so many people in my head. I don't even know. Who
It's
I
the voices.
Rick. What am I doing? Peter Rick was on my show. We're talking about Once Our Land and A King's Vengeance. And I don't know if you guys
cool.
knew, but he's got multiple bands. He's got the Humans, he's got Lady Friend and Gang Signs. Go check them out and listen to their music. It's amazing. It's on my it's on repeat, and my wife is getting upset with me because I listen to it too much. No.
Reminded me of like an old school Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah, she said some of the stuff reminds her of old school Franz Ferdinand kind of
I
stuff.
miss
It's really
Franz
cool.
Ferdinand,
It's like
yeah.
indie electronica. Check it out. Read his books, King's Vengeance, Once Our Land. Listen to my show at the House of Indie. You can find me at Joey Galvez 1984 on social media. You can find me and Ambrosia doing all things for Scout Comics social media, and we get to talk a little bit about this. Ambrosia and I just took another job. We received somebody asking us to come work for them for the experience, which is these amazing people who get to stream right here on their YouTube channel. We are going to be handling their social media as well as Scouts, so make sure you guys go follow the experience on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff right here, YouTube, everywhere. Check them out. They have some amazing stuff, all kinds of cool geeky stuff. Ambrosia, thanks a whole lot. Everybody,
you.
are appreciative to all you guys, and make sure you guys listen to our buddy Chris and Bat at BTO and Bat Books with our buddy Professor Frenzy. Every Wednesday they drop all kinds of cool stuff talking about their indie loves of the week from comic books. So we'll see you guys later. Ambrosia, it was awesome.
Bye.
Everybody, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see ya.